Grand rising, everybody. I'm gonna give people a couple of minutes to get their notifications, their pings and their dings. Y'all already know how I do, so while y'all getting y'all notifications and stuff, I'm gonna get my life right. Okay, yeah. So y'all come on in the room. We're gonna start this weekend off the right way. So while everybody getting their notifications, y'all just get ready. For those of y'all who are just waking up, grand rising, I'm glad that you have made it to this side of the realm. A lot of people went to sleep last night and were not strong enough to make the travel back to this realm. A lot of people went to sleep last night and were not strong enough to make it back to this realm. So, for those of you that are awake, y'all woke up seeing your children, woke up seeing your families, woke up to that little goofy ass text message of good morning. Be happy somebody waking up telling you good morning. Be happy that there was somebody that had you on their thought process first thing in the morning. That's a blessing. That's a blessing either way you want to look at it. So like I said, while everybody getting their notifications, they pings and dings, we're going to get our minds right. Spirit, please move out of the camera. Thank you. My spirits be like, ah. They be all in the camera, boy. But I sort of wanted to give words of encouragement this morning. I know I haven't done a free live in a long time. Spirit, please move from in front of the camera. Thank you. I know I have not come on live and done a live in a long time. At least not in this manner or this function, which is perfectly fine. But as I said, grand rising, y'all. Grand rising, grand rising. I will be doing free readings while I'm on here. So you better catch me while I'm here. Because the minute I'm off, I'm gone. You already know. For those of you that are new, that have never seen my live before, never have seen me come up on your feeds, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your two-headed conjure woman, Mama Noyela. I am not too new to the spiritual game. But what I want to talk to two different groups of people this morning, okay? I want to talk to two different groups of people this morning because me personally, as I am, my day starts at midnight. My day does not start at 6 a.m. like everybody else. My schedule is on that schedule of the primordials. So when time begins, I am up when the time begins. So while I was up, I literally was able to travel on the spiritual journey of my younger self. And I must say, on this journey that I discovered with traveling with our younger selves, it's a lot that's going to be happening, okay? It's a lot that's finna come up. It's a lot that's finna go down, okay? For a lot of people that are coming into spirituality with questions, comments, and concerns, and, oh, am I doing this? Am I doing that? No shade, y'all. No shade. No shade ever. But a big part of y'all in this spiritual journey or development is before you go anywhere else and ask anybody anything, how often do you sit with yourself? How often do you ask for guidance from your spirit guides and your ancestors? And I'm wondering, how does that process of communication works when you're still dedicating yourself, your children, and your family to Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ's name. Now, this ain't to throw no shade at no Christians or nothing, because we are all here to grow and learn and receive. But at the end of the day, you cannot ask the God of the oppressors to save the oppressed. You can't come at me and asking for a reading and then start using in Jesus' name in the reading. Well, Jesus didn't tell me that. Jesus ain't told you shit, baby. Ding. Jesus don't communicate with y'all on that level. I can tell you that personally. So the comment that I made about stop giving your energy to sources other than yourself. Stop praying on Jesus to make a way out of no way when your grandmothers have taught y'all so many things. When you have come onto Facebook and seen so many spiritual advisors, so many learners, and there are so many different avenues of growth. You cannot come into my inbox or anybody that is a real spiritual being's inbox using the word Jesus Christ, because number one, we will tell you flat out, Jesus Christ was not real. The whole story of Jesus Christ was literally an allegory. It was means of what you should do and what you don't do. The word Bible means basic instructions before leaving earth. So clearly, if the basic instructions before leaving earth have been tainted, fucked, and thrown to the side, what makes y'all think y'all finna elevate anywhere? And not only that, once you guys are coming to the position or the situation of you're learning, you cannot discredit somebody else's spiritual journey because they did not go through another human being. The whole point of being spirit-led is to know thyself for thyself and elevate on thyself. That way, when one or more are gathered in that same place and space that concentrate on the same energy, you all fall in alignment. So some of y'all that be talking about these spirits, oh, I'm a child of this and I'm a child of that. Low-key, them spirits be like, bitch, I don't fuck with you. How you fucking with us and you ain't even talked to your ancestors? Your great-grandmother was one of our most dedicated people. Who is you? Who is you? Especially those that are so hard up for Ifa. No shade to nobody in Ifa. I love you all. I love you, love you, love you. I am Nigerian. But with that being said, for those of us here in America, I'm going to need y'all to learn another energy and deity other than Oshun, Shango, and Eshu. Okay? Only half of y'all know anything about an Ogun. Only half of y'all know anything about anything else. But before y'all jump into Ifa, before you jump into Voodoo, before you jump into all of these other aspects, at what point in time have you learned about any of the spiritual aspects or any of the spiritual guardians of these mysteries here in America? What have you learned about Dr. Buzzard? What have you learned about Mother Seal? What have you learned about all of these other energies here in America first? Or were these people seen in a negative light because of Hollywood? Oh, well, they said you don't deal with them conjure folks. Well, they brought them conjure folks from Africa, right? Even with the simple conversation that I had with another young girl. Now, y'all already know, I'm not hard up for the mess. I'm not hard up for arguing back and forth with nobody, because at the end of the day, my spirits are going to tell me the fuck shit. And if you keep lying, me being a sin eater, I ain't gonna do nothing but pull the rest of the sin up out of you anyway. So I'm gonna just hear all the lies upon the lies and the lies. And at the end of the day, we're gonna go from nowhere to now here, and you doing the same shit you've been doing while I'm sitting here sipping my tea like, oh, you tried it. One thing about being spirit-led, you guys, is it's not going to matter what humans come around to confirm or deny experiences. Spirit will confirm it repeatedly. Spirit will confirm it repeatedly. It don't matter who you go to. It don't matter where you go to. You'll hear it over and over and over. And one thing I need all of y'all to stop doing is claiming energies and spirits, thinking they fuck with you when they really don't. They knew your grandmother. They knew your grandfather. They knew your aunts and your uncles. Bitch, they don't fuck with you. You've developed no relationship. And I know a lot of people are, oh, well, they come to me in my dreams and I see them in my... Baby, you know what that means? That means you need to log into your DNA, tap into your ancestral DNA, and see what was going on with your ancestors that broke them away from that, because your spirits are calling you back home. That don't mean go run and find the nearest house to join. That don't mean go run and find the next 25-year-old motherfucker. That means sit with yourself, for yourself, by yourself, and allow spirit to guide you the way that you are supposed to be spiritually led. Period. When you are coming into spirituality, you guys, a lot of y'all need to let that religious taboo shit go. If you want to practice a religion, then take your black asses to the religion. Take your asses someplace where they enforce the code for the religion. Stop thinking you're going to take your spiritual journey into a religious place. That's why a lot of y'all end up getting fucked. That's why a lot of y'all, I don't understand. They told me that I was the head of this. Baby, that's because as a healed person, a healed healer is going to tell you your spirit guides will never stay the same. Your energy will never stay the same. And if your spirit guides are the same and they are not changing as you are growing and evolving, something wrong with you. Unless you have been birthed into these spirits and these spirits have literally said they will never leave your side, stop claiming energies and entities that really don't fuck with y'all. For real. Like, they don't. They don't. And if any of you have ever read a real paraki, at the end of the day, when your ori passes away, when your ori goes on, like they say, like the paraki says, which one of the Orisha can cross over into the next realm with their supporters and followers? Oya was given offerings. She said exactly what she would do. She would cross them there and then turn around and go back. They will cross them there and then go back. Even when it came down to there were problems with my Ori, what is the first thing that they tell you? What is the first thing Eshu tells you? Inquire of your head, meaning go to your higher self. Go to your Ori. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter what spirits are out there. It don't matter what benevolent spirits, what malevolent spirits. It does not matter about any of these factors if you are not focusing on yourself and healing your ancestry bloodline first. Just saying. A lot of you are, oh, I feel Oshun all on me. And it's not Oshun, baby. It's literally because you are in your maiden phase of life. You are a woman. You have divine energy. And now you have produced children. If you knew anything about spirituality, that is the phases of the Ayami. If you know what the Ayami are, we don't have to go into detail. Because that is for those who do know. And for those who don't, I guess you just don't know. It ain't meant for you to know. Everything ain't meant for everybody to know. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Everything ain't for y'all. Y'all ancestors be trying to tell y'all and show y'all stuff, but instead you go for what you want versus what you need. And what you want to do is be all into this. And, oh, they love me because I give them readings. I'm going to tell you right now. Any real spiritual person, any person that can read or be a medium or talk to dead people or do rituals and stuff. They do not want to do this shit. They do not want to do this shit at all. And that's just being real. There is no spiritual guide that always wanted to be a spiritual guide. There is no godparent who woke up one day and was like, I am going to save the masses and become a godmother. Hell no. Some of us got kids that we don't even want to deal with, let alone dealing with y'all grown asses. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? And then you're charging people to be your spiritual godmother or your godfather. They're supposed to have your spiritual back, your best interest at heart. But, how is that supposed to happen when at no point in time do you sit your ass down? There are so many people that are, I do shadow work. I do shadow work. You can't possibly be doing shadow work, because if you're doing shadow work, that means you are always in a constant place and phase of tearing yourself down to rebuild yourself up. You are always, good morning, babies. Good morning, everybody. Grand rising, grand soul rising. You are in a constant place and space of checking yourself at the door. Okay? You are in a constant place and state of revamping and making sure that you are in alignment with what needs to be. Okay? Period. So, if you are out here dealing with some of these conjure folks, and, I'm a godmother, I'm this, that, and the third. First of all, I'm going to tell you off rip. Any real spiritual godmother ain't going to tell you they want. Hell, how many of y'all didn't know that I even had a whole tribe of people? I run a whole tribe. I don't tell nobody I'm a godmother. I don't tell nobody I'm a conjure woman. I don't tell nobody nothing, because at the end of the day, I don't want to fuck with y'all's spirits. I got my own spiritual court to deal with. I'm old as fuck. This shit here ain't nothing but flesh. I'm old as shit. I don't want to deal with y'all's spirits when I got my own spirits. So all of these people out here hard up for listen to me, look at me, learn from me. Little baby, I jumped on that bandwagon right there. I jumped on that bandwagon right there about 6-7 years ago when I first came out. I wanted to do energy readings and healing and all of that good stuff. Baby, 6 years later, I'm tired. Fuck it. If y'all didn't get the message the first time, you ain't gonna get the message the second time. Spirit, please move from in front of the camera. Thank you. I have children. My spiritual children are up right now playing around in front of the camera right now, y'all. I'm sorry. I was sort of having a play session with them in my sleep room. And they was like, bitch, we ain't done playing with you. Tag, you're it. Yes, but my spiritual babies, they're very funny. You'll see them in and out of the camera quite a bit. But, back to you guys. So at what point do y'all actually sit down without the attitude? And when I say sit down without the attitude, it's because there are so many people looking for guidance and direction. I don't know why y'all have this mentality that everybody is supposed to wake up with rainbows and unicorns and love is light and namaste and oh my gosh, I just wish the best for you all today. I don't know who the hell told y'all that. I don't know where that idea came from. I don't know who put that spirit of false light into you guys' life. I don't know who did all of that, but I'm going to tell you for real. Real spirituality ain't nothing like that. It's the most ugliest, worst, horrible, gruesome shit ever. It can be beautiful. It very much can be beautiful. But it is only beautiful when you are willing to change that viewpoint of beauty. If you have not decided to change that, then, well, I guess we know why your life is like it is. Grand Rising, Mr. Rupert. How are you, beloved? So, you guys. If you guys are going to come for readings, if you guys are going to go through any spiritual mentors, spirits, please move from in front of the camera, y'all. Babies, I will play with y'all when I am done. Please move from in front of the camera. Thank you. They're like, Mama, they don't want to listen. We here. Oh my gosh. So yes, any real spiritualist will tell you, see this shit that I'm going through right now? Move, spirits, from in front of the camera. I will play with you later. See this shit that I'm going through right now, having to move them constantly? No real spiritual worker wants to deal with this, and you. Just saying. And I've been doing this all my life. I've been doing this since I was born. With nobody to explain shit. So, when you guys are deciding to come to the spiritual part of this, the first thing that I need you all to realize, and I know I'm finna hurt somebody's feelings when I say this, but when you start to learn spirituality, one thing I need you guys to remember is that you don't know shit about spirituality. Straight like that. Everything that you think you know, you don't. Everything that you think you seen, you ain't seen shit yet. Everything that you think you've done and manifested, trust me, it can either get a whole lot better or a whole lot worse. If you are coming into spirituality with a lot of your religious mindset and preferences, I'm going to tell you right now, you are fucking yourself in the ass raw. Do yourself a bigger favor and stop. Whatever religious constraints, confinements that you had in Christianity, Islam, whatever the case may be, does not apply when you are in spirituality. Spirituality is sort of like omnism. It takes truth from every religious path. The truth in the Christianity path is, if y'all don't stop dedicating shit to Jesus Christ's name, y'all asses will end up dead. Jesus Christ is an herbivore that demands his human sacrifice hung from a tree, stabbed in the side and in blood. You would know this had you studied who Jesus Christ really was. But y'all worried about Papa. Y'all be worried about the man at the crossroads when y'all living sacrifices for the white man on the cross every day. Ding. Y'all be worried about the person that's literally telling you that he wants your soul. Versus the spiritual people or the spirits that telling you, baby, we don't want your soul because your soul ain't got nothing to offer us. Your soul ain't clean. It ain't pure. It has of no energy of its own. What the fuck do we want with your soul? Just to add a collection? What do we benefit from getting your soul? Not nothing. So those of you that are laying claim to these spirits, oh, I'm a child of this, I'm a child of that. I hope you growing up while you laying claim and you developing that relationship. When you are having these dreams of these Orisha, these Loa, all of these different aspects, they are not coming to claim you as a child, first of all. If you knew anything about the spiritual warfare that is going on right now, they are trying to erase everything that we are as a melanated race of people on this planet who were here first. They are trying to erase everything that we are. Period. The biggest way to do that is with the division. If you're Islam, if you're Muslim, if you're a Moor, oh, look, now they're learning their DNA. So now they're going to be Cherokee. Now they're going to be this. Now they're going to be that. Instead of literally learning from all of your ancestors in your DNA. And literally sitting with them and telling them and having them understand, you all have crossed paths to create the impossible, which is me here and now. Like I tell you guys, America is the only place you will find a black Russian Jamaican from China. You'll find that here. You'll find that here. But it becomes a problem when you're trying to choose a religious path. You're trying to do this and you're trying to do that. Baby. And it's sad because I had to agree with my husband on this conversation. And this here. Do you all know the number one killer in the black community? Do you all know the number one murderer in the black community? I'll give y'all a minute to answer that. Who is the number one killer and the number one murderer of the black community? It's Friday, so it's fucking Friday, so I'm going to say what the fuck I want to before I do these readings. But again, my question stands. Who is the biggest murderer in the black community? Be more specific than ourselves. You got to be more specific than ourselves, honey. You got to be more specific than us and ourselves. Be more specific. In the black community. And like I said, I had to agree with my husband on this. Who is the number one killer and murderer in the black community? It is not the white man, Miss Ashe. It's not the white man. Y'all gonna look, I'm finna make a bunch of people mad with this one. Y'all wanna know the number one the black killer in the black community? The number one murderer? There you go, Aya. It's the black woman. The black woman is the number one killer, the number one murderer for the black community. Because at this point, we are taught that our body is our own. We have the right to bring life and discourage life. And in that instance, we take life every chance we get. The situations and circumstances we are finding ourselves into, I can't do this, because we've seen generations and generations and generations from slavery that show us and tell us we can't do this. We've been the black women who were into slavery that were down to the point of even killing our own children just to make sure that they did not go back. We were the black women that saw our men struggling. And even though we had to nurse them and make sure that they were okay, at some point we chose to turn our back too. We chose to start going to the abortion clinics. We chose to start withholding children. We chose to start doing a lot of this shit. So where does the downfall come from? The black woman. It comes from us. And not only is it the black woman, they give the black woman more choice. Or actually, it's not even choice. It's the illusion of choice. We're thinking, we have freedom because it's our body. No, if any of you know about Margaret Sanger, like my husband educates me, if you know about Margaret Sanger, then you know that is a lie. If any of you black women on here go look up Margaret Sanger, then from Margaret Sanger you will begin to see Bill Gates. You will start seeing our president right now, who literally has called the black men in our community super predators. Our president has called black men in our community super predators. So why do you think right now with the vaccination, with COVID, with all of this shit, they are hard up for y'all at all, especially black women? Because at the end of the day, what is your child's definition of God? What is your children's first definition of what God is? I'll wait. What is your child's first definition of God? Come on, somebody. What is your first definition of God? Your first definition of God is your mother. You do not know anything other than what a God is until your mother You don't even know who your father is. You don't know nothing about a father. You don't know nothing about a sister. You don't know nothing about a brother. You don't know nothing about none of that until your mother, the creator of this creation, tells you, I am not God. That is. And how does that happen? Because the minute she gives birth from her own womb, from her own void of nothing, from the place of everything and nothing at the same time, from that portal, the first act as that God of creator of creations, what do? You sign your God-given right over. You sign your baby over. You sign your blessing over. You immediately give your power of authority away. That is why I am very hard up for telling the young girls in my tribe, hey, when y'all having babies, make sure you get the long form of your child's birth certificate so that you know you own your child and get it authenticated. Because right now, a lot of y'all don't even own y'all selves, let alone y'all children. But you're not your ancestors though, right? You're not your ancestors, but yet you have the knowledge to do better. You have the means to do better. Hell, it's public knowledge at this point, but yet you still choosing to sign that paperwork and turn your God-given right of being a goddess over to something other than yourself. So at what point do you learn to do better so you can reclaim your God-given right? I wait. So as women, as black women, as black men, as a black community, number one, this is why I harp so hard on my women. It's not that I don't talk to the men. I love my men, period. Girl, yeah, you know. But as much as I love my men, I love you guys dearly, but I can't come down y'all lane until I get on my women first. Because at the end of the day, it was a broken woman that got us in this situation. It was a broken woman who wanted to be, you can't see your kids. It was a broken woman that was like, I want my man back, instead of being a spirited woman. Making a way out of no way. Claiming that divine right, power, and entitlement of self. And for my ladies, it's okay. It's okay. It's a learning process. These are things that we were not taught growing up. But that's the thing, though. When you know better, you got to do better. When you know better, you got to do better. And at this point where we are in our lives, we can't say we don't know no better because this is public information. So why not do better? If this life is literally as above, so below, then why are you not taking charge of your life? If you are so deep and hard up into your Christianity, start learning the roots of your Christian faith and watch how ugly it turns. If you're deeply rooted into your Islamic religion, start really studying the fucking religion. Start reading. Start learning yourself for self. Start tapping into the blessings of Abraham. You can't tap into the blessings of Abraham because you still stuck with, I want my boyfriend to come back. And your spirit guys are sitting there like, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Stop putting stuff and claiming stuff on yourselves that your spirits have not claimed or put on you. You get what I mean? Stop taking on negative energies and entities that do not belong to you. Stop that. If you are sitting here talking about, oh my God, I wish men would be this, that, and the third, before you can look at any other man, sweetie, I'm going to need a lot of y'all women to look at y'all selves. And I'm so serious. How the fuck is it that you want him to be all of this and you ain't doing it for your damn self? You want him to love you unconditionally, but when is the last time you felt to apologize to yourself unconditionally. When is the last time you sat in the mirror with yourself, by yourself, for yourself, and apologized to yourself? How many of you can actually sit there and stare at yourself in the mirror for more than 5 minutes and have a full-fledged conversation and really get an understanding of yourself? How many times do you really sit by yourself and really go through a situation and go, damn, I was hella wrong. Maybe I should go back and apologize to my children. Your children will not know empathy and sympathy because you as the goddess or you as the god do not show empathy and sympathy. You do not show that correction amongst yourself, so why should that? You can't be sitting here wondering why your children don't listen to you. When is the last time you listened to you, baby? And now you're sitting here going after all of these, this men ain't shit, these men ain't shit. Well, quite frankly, sweetie, with the BV you giving out, you ain't shit either. Because at no point in time have you found the love within yourself to make yourself happy. You still dick hopscotching from other dick. That's why your pussy falling out now. Just hit me up for the BB steam. I'll get your pussy clean later. But next time, I'm going to need you to stop hopping from dick to dick and really learn to love yourself first. Just saying. Just saying. You can't expect another man to want to be all that you are when, number one, you've given your right away as a divine goddess away. So number one, you already falling off the rocker. Number two, you asking something from a man, from a god, where you have not been in tune with your divine masculine to even understand the struggles that these black men go through on a daily. They wake up losing a war. They wake up losing a fighting war, and you as a black woman do not add to it because you causing a war. You're causing it. You can't sit here and say, I want a man that's going to love me unconditionally and take care of me and listen to this and do all of that when you haven't even learned to accept your own good, bad, and ugly. And I'm going to tell you now, me being a Gemini woman on the cusp of a Cancer, a lot of y'all see me and my husband's relationship and be like, oh, mama, oh, yay. We want to be like you and Baba. Little do y'all know, I done took a Baba's bat. I done took a bat to Baba's head. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all don't believe me. If y'all know my house, I've cleaned this whole section out. I took a bat to the shit and cleaned it out. And then, of course, after I did all of that shit, I had to go back and repent and apologize because I was dead ass wrong. I was wrong for the hole in the wall. I was wrong. I was dead ass wrong. And I had to go back to my husband and apologize for being dead ass wrong. That was me. But that also comes into the place and space of, I know who I am. I know my energy. I know my ups and I know my downs. I know my ins, my outs. And when I first started my spiritual journey, I can tell you guys this. The first spirits that came to me to cross me over were from two different religions. TT, you already know. My sister, my older sister, my big sister, TT, Ayati Orire, she was doing my initiation prayers. And as I was in the middle of crossing over, literally, both of my spirit guides showed up. My mother and my father showed up while I was in the middle of this initiation. Come here, because you want TLC. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all. This is another one of my familiars. This is one of my babies. Hi, Mom. You done? So when I went down in the water, I remember going down in the water and closing my eyes. I remember opening my eyes under the water. On this end, I saw Papa Legba. How long ago was that? That was shit. My daughter is finna be 11. She was 5. Yeah. She was 5 years old. My daughter is about to be 11. So that was about six years ago. I remember specifically doing a full out blood ritual for myself. I knew what I wanted. I went down in the waters the way that, my grandmother and them had all taught me. And as I opened my eyes under the water, I distinctly saw 2 figures. I could still hear my daughter. I could still hear my sister. But I distinctly saw 2 figures from 2 separate religions. I saw Papa Legba, old man, cane, hat. And next to Papa Legba was Oya. Oya did not look like Maman Brigitte. These are 2 different religions. So I had Oya from Ifa. And then I had Papa Legba from Voodoo. So as I'm coming up out of the water, they both reached their hands into the water. I remember taking both hands and coming back up and hearing my spiritual name, which is Oyela. If any of you know what Oyela means, it means hear her. I had to be in a place and space where I was really listening to myself, learning myself, loving myself, and giving myself back the shit that I deserved and needed first before any of these spirits actually came to me and was like, yes, I am here for you. You are my child directly. Feel my hand. Feel my energy. Flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone, blood of my blood. Child of my body. Period. But I would not have learned that aspect had I not learned to heal myself first. Check myself at the door. Period. I would not have been able to have the husband that I have now had I still been stuck in that Gemini cycle. It wasn't going to work. And see, that's the other thing. Make sure that it's actually Papa Legba. When you are angry, it's usually not Papa. If you are having any of that anger and intense feeling, 9 times out of 10, that is not Papa Legba. That is something else. All completely together. When you are dealing with Papa Legba is literally about justice and having that balance. Literally, y'all know my motto. I'm going to give you what you want, but you're going to lose what you had, baby. I give it to you. Oh, yeah. Are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this is what you want? Now, when you are going into the more anger side of this, when you are going into your anger, you might want to stop dealing with Baron Semi-D. You have to realize a lot of the spirits and energies y'all are calling on, me being a Gemini, a child of the tricksters, y'all are calling on a bunch of motherfucking tricksters, okay? Y'all calling on a bunch of energies and entities and you calling them one thing and that is not who they are. But since you're not learning, they're going to give you exactly what you want. They're going to give it to you. They're going to give it to you. Like a week ago. They gonna give it to you. Y'all sitting up here calling, oh, I'm a child of Oshun. But don't realize, you do know Oshun was the youngest of the Orisha, which is why they say she went mad. She went crazy. Her being the youngest of the Orisha, having all of that developed energy, Oshun, yeah, she was a sweet water. She was a beauty and love and all that good shit. But the downside of Oshun was she preferred her men castrated and bathed in their blood. I'm just saying. But y'all are claiming to be daughters of Oshun though, right? Do you know what you're claiming? Do any of you guys really know the energies that you are claiming? Have you developed the relationship enough to know for a fact? Yeah, that's Papa Legba. Have you developed the relationship? Spirits, please move from in front of the camera, y'all. They be like, no, you can't see my wifey. You can't see my wifey. Move, babies. Move, move, move. Thank you, spirits. Please move from in front of the camera, y'all. They get the message. Thank you. They gonna keep showing up, bruh. But have you developed that relationship? Just because a spirit is coming to you and making themselves known to you, you have to remember we're in a period, in a time where a lot of us, our DNA, our knowledge, our lineage is becoming extinct. They're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to get rid of us. Okay? Crystal, you ain't been a child of Oshun in years. I'm going to need you to let that go. You ain't been a child of Oshun in years, baby. I digress. But when these spirits are coming to you, they're not coming to you to claim you as children. They're coming to you so you can start learning to work with them, learning that relationship, learning that development. Instead of laying claim, they will let you know when they're ready for you to be a child of theirs. Trust me, they will let you know. Because there will be nothing in the hell to stop everything that they are blessing you with or coming to you. Period. Period. Especially with you being, put it this way, if you are a child of Oshun, you will always have that magnetism, okay? You will always be out in public. It don't matter where you are. It don't matter who's coming around you. They want nothing from you. That's the positive side. If you are working in her positive energy, you will have people coming to you for blessings. That's if you're working in her positive energy. They will come to you for blessings because you will be abundantly overflowing in blessings. Now, if you working in Oshun's energy, negative energy, again, you got to remember, she was the spoiled brat. She was the most destructive. She was the, I don't give a fuck what you say, who gonna beat my ass? Because she was the baby of the Orisha. If you are operating in her negative energy, then that is why a lot of our young maidens and tribe tend to go through that chaos. You're going through that maiden phase of your life. You're going through that Ayami phase of your life. So no, you're not called to Oshun, but you're going through that Oshun energy, meaning you are just maiden. You are just gaining that energy. You are just developing that energy. You are just growing into that energy. You do not stop your maiden phase until you're about 29 to 30. When you're 29 to 30 years old, and for my men, this would be called your prince phase. Okay? This is your prince phase. So as my men, you guys are young princes. My men, here. My men, you guys will have a lot of other young boys that always want to buck and fight. And you can't tell me this. You can't. That is because you guys are literally in that Shango phase. You can't tell me shit. You can't say shit. Run up on me. I'ma beat your ass. These are that as above, so below issues of these energies and entities y'all keep laying claim to, but do not learn. You have not developed a relationship or anything. They are coming to you to teach you, not to claim you. There is a difference. You will know when the spirit has come to claim you. Trust me, you will know. Because not only will they sit and talk to you as a child or a brother or a sister, they will also mount you because you share that genetics. So you will begin seeing what they've been through and what they've gone through. So you don't have to just sit and go to another person all the time. That spiritual shit will be downloaded directly to you. What about Ogun energy? So the Ogun energy, you have to remember Ogun was of that building. I love Ogun. I love Ogun. Me personally, I feel like Ogun was very much misunderstood, but at the same time, bruh, jealous. Ogun sort of gives me especially with dealing with Ogun Ferrale. And a lot of people dealing with voodoo and hoodoo keep getting Ogun Ferrale mixed up with Ogun. Y'all are mixing a lot of these different energies with different entities that should not be mixed. When dealing with Ogun and Ifa, he was a great builder. Dealt with a lot of tools. Building the community. Building up that place in that city. He was that foundation. That is the person that at the end of the day, look, I'm going to tell y'all now, okay? I got a thing for big men. You know, like off a baby boy. Oh, nigga stroke. Oh. Yes, that's that Ogun type right there. But, as much as Ving Rhames played that starring Ogun type of, he had been in prison. He had did his jail time and he was literally like, I'm a gardener now. I do this. This was Ogun's transformation from being that destructive force into that positive force. He already knew he could make the weapons. He already knew he could tear the city down. But at the end of the day, yeah, you know, I'm just here trying to clean it up, make it look good, girl. Yeah! I like them! But then, of course, the downside of Ogun is when a lot of people are taught not to work with him because of that bloodlust and that energy. Yes, good Elwood, Melvin! But now, the downside of Ogun is act first and think later. The energy of Ogun does not tell you to think before you act, which is why he sort of goes into what we call a berserker or rage, which is also how him going into his berserker is also the same aspect of Loki from the Norse mythology, Loki being a trickster. And Ogun also being this person of, I'm not going to say second in command, but Thor with Shango, then you have Loki and Ogun. These forces, brothers, were not good. These were not good forces at all. No. So just how Thor had Loki betray him, Shango and Ogun, always. Ogun being the good, dedicated, all right, girl, I'm going to build you a house and a good old foundation. I got you, girl. And then here goes Shango. Put your head on my shoulder. Now he got Oshun. He had a wife, ran that bitch off, and he done took Oya. And it's to the point where both of the sisters is like, girl, yeah, we can keep him. And Ogun is like, I know you fucking lying. You supposed to be my fucking brother. I know you fucking lying. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. You supposed to be my brother. I got you. Which is also why Ogun has been seen in Midi Parakis as the person that was raping his mother. This is why they tell you when you are working with Ogun, do not be on your menstrual, because that menstrual is not the signification of the feminine, but it's the feminine divine of his mother. Since he was in such of a drunken rage, he raped his mother. So all of you women that have been through that Oshun phase of luring these Oguns and these Shangos in and not realizing that as above, so below, they do have a below manifestation you will have to deal with. That is why if you are not sweet and loving and in that motherly way in all aspects, you will be taken over. You can't play these head games and don't realize you playing with the wrong head, baby. And with a lot of these men not knowing these energy and aspects of Shango, Ochosi, or Ogun Ferrale, if you do not understand the energy of these entities and why they've been divided and fragmented, you're going to have a big problem laying claim to certain spirits. You're sitting here, oh, I'm a child of Oshun, but not realizing the parakis of Oshun. Oh, I am Yemoya. I am Yemoya reincarnated. Okay, so you do realize every Ogun that is unhealed will try to react that paraki of rape, right? You do realize that. Because you're speaking it from your mouth. You're trying to lay claim to something that clearly was not yours, since you did not learn self. So while you running around here laying claim to all this shit, did you really read the stories behind them? Did you read the energies behind them? Have you pulled out the map of Africa and placed them in these kingdoms and then read the history, the real history of what happened in these kingdoms governed by these Orisha? Or the fact of, oh, I'm Shango. So you do realize you gonna run into an Oya like me that know all about that necromancy shit. And I'm going to do more than just frighten you, baby. I'm going to do way more than just frighten you. But that's because none of y'all really be learning self. Y'all don't be studying. You don't be learning yourself. Y'all be laying claim to all of these damn spirits. And these spirits be like, bro, we was just trying to get an introduction. Now you done moved in the whole house. Who the fuck child is this? Who child is this? She said she was a child of Ogun, but we don't know her. We was just trying to get to know her because, you know, her grandfather was one of our most dedicated priests. Your grandfather was our high priest. Who the fuck child is this? I said, hey girl, let me get to know you. And now she wearing all of the yellow. Bitch, who is you? Because at no point in time have any of you actually developed a relationship first before you got to that. What about Obatala? So Obatala would be what they consider that all divine presence. That presence above. So even when you're mentioning Obatala, you have to go from there because you're missing Oludumer. You're missing Olori. You're missing a bunch of these other aspects, that whole divine trinity as well. So even when dealing with Obatala, that hard-working man, putting in all the work, making sure all the kids taken care of. See, these men are the men that a lot of these females be shitting on, and I can't stand you hoes. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't. You don't want to fuck with the man because he's a little goofy, he's a little crazy, he like a little anime. Well, guess what? Them usually be the main ones that end up being the best providers and also end up having the best lives as well. Those are the ones that really carry that spirit of Obatala, because the minute that they make a mistake or do something wrong, it's I gotta fix it. And that is okay. The down part of that is you don't ever want Obatala to be like, well, isn't this what you asked for and manifested? I gave it to you. And when you're dealing with those Obatala type men, it's very, very hard for women that are dealing with a lot of this Oshun energy, or they still thinking they hot shit popping. It's hard for an Oshun woman to be long term with an Obatala type man. Because at some point, that woman is going to have to learn to be submissive. She's going to have to learn to shut the fuck up and listen. And as long as she's running on that maiden energy of you can't tell me shit, bitch, Obatala is not going to hear it. And the minute Obatala gets stressed out and wants to have a drink and start fucking shit up, you can't get in your feelings, baby. But again, you would know these things if you studied them before you started laying claim to spirits. You would know these things if you studied yourself before you started laying claim to spirits. So while y'all laying claim to spirits, y'all ancestors are sitting here like, I know this bitch didn't just skip us. I know she didn't just go straight to, what the fuck? This You sure right. You sure right. Because literally, your ancestors are the people that literally open that bridge of communication even wider for you and those spirits. So if you are not having that time with your ancestors before you go to these spirit guides, that your spirit guides are looking for your ancestors, and your ancestors are like, no. Well, bitch, she got it on her own, remember? She a conjure. She got it. She talked to the dead people. How y'all talking to dead people and you ain't heard a damn word from your ancestors yet? Shut the fuck up. How are you out here helping other people heal and move forward when you ain't even heard from your own ancestors yet? Shut up. Shut up. How the hell all these you got all of these damn spirits? Oh, well, I read this spirit and I deal with Urzuli. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, for a lot of y'all that be talking about y'all deal with Urzuli, first of all, Urzuli is not a person. That is a energy of entities. And unless you are a Gemini that has multiple personalities, that is something that you will never understand. Stop laying claim to energies and entities that don't fuck with y'all. And they are only fucking with y'all now because we are in the process of having a crisis, of having our way of life completely wiped out and eradicated. They're trying to make us into things that we are not. So right now, that communication between spirit realm and the humans is very vital because this is war. This is the end game. It is the old gods versus this new age shit. And I'm going to tell you now, this new age shit finna get a lot of people fucked. So, again, you guys, y'all out here tapping into these spirits, into these energies and stuff. If you are not Grand Rising, Monsieur Marcel, Grand Rising love, I hope you have a blessed and beautiful and prosperous day. May your strength be regained. So you guys, while y'all are out here tapping into these spirits and stuff, claiming spirits, laying claim to spirits, I hope you guys are really learning and tapping into yourself and your own energies and entities at the end of the day. Because the fact that you guys are laying claims to spirits that really don't claim y'all is a big part of the reason why y'all shit goes to shit. I've been on shoot. Baby, no, you have. That's why I was showing when your shit fall apart. You ain't been up in a minute. I'm a child of Ogun. Sweetie, you have not been an Ogun ever. Is that in your DNA? Did that come up in your lineage? I mean, I know he came to you to show you some shit, but has he ever given you one of his weapons? Has he ever shed blood for you? Has he exchanged blood with you? Has that ever happened? Has he shown you how to slay and do an offering on his behalf? Has any of that ever happened? I'll wait. Because for each person, your spirits will all show you something different. They will all show you something different. The sacrifice that I need to do for myself will not be the same sacrifice that I have to do for every last one of y'all. My spirits don't work the same way y'all spirits do. Now, will they be from the same energy or entities? 9 times out of 10, yes. And with that being said, we will all be in agreement. Whether you had the dream first, I had it 2 weeks ago, or somebody is about to have it, we will all be in alignment. No problem, Mr. Marcel. So again, you guys, y'all know my motto. Learn self for self. And when you know better, do better. When you know better, please do better. Because I don't know what the hell going on out here. This shit is something just ratchet. That's why y'all don't see me going live as much. I have real shit to do versus Facebook banking shit. So, all right, you guys. Thank you for my rant and rave. Thank y'all for listening to my tranquil tea. We finna get into some of these readings. If anybody is up for a reading today, go ahead and drop that color that has been dominant to you. Drop that predominant color that has been out to you. I'll go ahead and make these readings free today. I'm not really up for charge or nothing. If anybody feels like making a donation, you're more than welcome to. But other than that, I'm not going to. It's not up for it. So if anybody has any questions or anything or wants a reading done towards anything or for anything, go ahead and no problem, Antoine. Anytime. If any of you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, y'all already know y'all are free to hit me up at any point in time. Those that are my godchildren and tribe, if you guys are on here, y'all know y'all can always get the readings when I'm on the live for free. You just got to make sure I can catch you before I get off. Once I get off this live, it be a wrap. Do not inbox me on, is it still free? No, the fuck it's not. My free readings are live. That is it. And before I get off, let me say this too. For those of you that are coming for the full moon service this Sunday, if you are up for the river cleansings, please let IIT or Rire or IIT Ogbanos so that we can arrange your river cleansings. If any of you are joining us for the full moon service on Sunday and would like that river cleansing, please let us know so we can have that scheduled and in mind to do. If you have not paid for your full moon slot, it is still $5 for self and it is $20 to sponsor. If you are a sponsor, I will contact you if your candle work looks funky. If it does not, don't bother. Don't bother. So, that full moon service will be happening Sunday. For those of you who have already paid for your slots, thank you. We only have a limited number of slots this month. So for those that have already gotten in where they fit in, thank you, thank you, thank you. So give me a minute. I'll be right back.
When you going to where you'll be right back?
Huh?
To kiss me?
Yes. I was coming to kiss you. That was it.
All right. Grab that stuff.
This stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost done.
All that stuff, since you about to do readings.
Yeah.
I ain't silly. Grab that stuff.
Go ahead. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 minute.
Your reading cards? You reading with those ones too, ain't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now follow me.
Hold on, you guys. I'm relocating rooms.
Hey, peoples. Wave. How are you all doing today? I'm doing all right. I woke up. I can't complain. I hope everyone is having a beautiful and lovely day. I'm not going to say good, because I ain't shit good about the day. But, you know, it's Friday.
Whoa.
And,
You okay?
yeah. Hello. I'm going to go ahead and put this down and let y'all get back to Mama Yayo.
Stop calling me that.
And she can give y'all all the luxurious readings y'all want. And I'm going to need a river cleansing this weekend.
Sunday.
I've had some shit in my life on me. I want to tell everyone I appreciate y'all for y'all condolences.
Yes.
Who who did send y'all condolences for
Yes,
my grandmother's
yes.
passing.
Yes, thank you guys.
It's been hard for me lately. I've just been sitting and sulking, and I'm going to go do it some more. So, if you see me this weekend because you choose to come out, I'm going to be sitting and sulking, and you're not welcome to join me. Deuces.
Brought to you today by the letter Y. I don't know why, but why? Yeah!
And I hope you took the weed off of those cards.
I'm like, oh. So thank you guys. Thank you for all of that. I had to switch rooms. He put me back by my sanctuary. You know, we at the temple of Mama Oye. The temple of Mama Oye. Come on. Yeah, you too. Come on. All right, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into these readings. Let's see who we got. Chia.
I got one.
You should have two. I wrote two last night.
I said I got one to smoke right now. Why are you smoking that one?
She said, girl, is that a pole? Yes, that's my pole. This ain't the same pole. That pole ain't went nowhere.
I'm busy now.
They call me Madam Laylo.
They call me fully loaded.
I love you.
I love you too.
They call me fully loaded. I've never said those words, just so you know. I've never actually been like, yeah, they call me fully loaded. Nah, I've never said that.
You know why they call me fully loaded?
I know why, baby.
Why? You want me to tell you why? I'm going to show you why.
Don't.
I'm going to show you why.
Lord
Just for
Jesus. I know that's exactly why you fully loaded. Yes. Yes. Yes, baby, you let off every clip.
Skeet. I'm awake now. Back to sulking.
I'm glad you're awake, my love.
Back to sulking.
Yeah, back to sulking. And this goes back to what I was talking about earlier. And y'all be sitting here, oh, we want the relationship Mama Oye and Baba have. Y'all are more than welcome to come and have the relationship me and Baba have. You see this? You see this? That says Madam Laylo. Y'all are more than welcome to come have the relationship me and my husband have at any point in time. You sure is right. Y'all can have all of this and more.
Goddamn right.
This is how we get down.
Whatever.
Y'all can have everything y'all want between me and him. This the relationship y'all want.
She gonna get the shit shot out of her. With this
after he get that shit knocked first.
So, if y'all want that
Hunger Games in this shit.
Y'all can have it.
Y'all can have this completely. You sure can. You can have all of it.
All the smoke.
All the smoke. All of it. But see, me and him couldn't even do that if me and him were not to the position or the place where we were now. He says your nickname is Batgirl. Battery. But we would not be able to have this relationship had we not been on the healing that we had going on. His healing ritual and his healing journey was completely different from my healing. And had we not been able to sort of sit with each other through those healing processes, or even go through the healing process repeatedly, because when me and him first got married, he had no idea about what I did. At least not to this degree. But the more that me and him were willing to learn and be open and not have that whole mentality of masculine energy versus feminine energy and who's supposed to do what and oh, don't disrespect. Look, it wasn't none of that. It was all of that, but none of that. Because at some point, we both were able to grow and elevate to that point of understanding and realizing that he does not understand me and I don't understand him. We understand each other. But a lot of y'all got to get to that level with yourself first. Ding. So, with that being said, we're going to get on back into these readings. At least we're going to try again to get back into these readings. Let's see here. Mr. Rupert. Rupert, if you are on the live, please let me know. Mr. Rupert, if you are on the live.
Would you wait to say the child for school?
What time is it? Not on it. I'm just walking.
Don't let it go and sit back down.
All right, Mr. Rupert, the reason that you are seeing your blue is time to tell you to not only start walking in your truth, but also start living and believing in your truth. Sometimes you don't need the outside validation for the shit. And you're not as crazy as people like to make you out to be. You're not as crazy as people like to make you out to be at all. So stop looking for the validation of, oh, well, somebody will get it. No, they won't. And literally, the void card that comes from you is because you are a spirit-guided spirit. You will start having visitors and seeing things that a lot of people will not be privy to see. You have information to things that a lot of people do not have privy information to. And when you're trying to confirm with other people, it's not going to match up because your DNA is going to allow you to see and be a part of more than others, okay? So when you are getting these spiritual downloads and your spirit guides and your ancestors are in the process of guiding you, remember, this is your journey. This is your growth. This is your development. You will always get confirmation. Start changing your questions or your conversations and start putting them as questions. So if you really want a confirmation, pose it to somebody in the question. And believe me, if they're in human form, it won't align. It won't align up spiritually. You'll feel it in your soul. That's not right. But if that is a spirit guide speaking to you, you will have that confirmation of alignment. So if you receive that reading, my love, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Please don't send me no fucking fingers. I send that shit back. Ding. All right.
But if I give you a thumbs up, that's a finger.
Your thumb is not a finger.
It is.
No, it's not. Miss Chun-Li.
Uh-oh. Street Fighter. Oh, you can.
Miss Chun-Li, if you are on the live.
So you can.
Really?
What?
Let me know if you've received that reading, Mr. Rupert. Mr. Chun Li, if you are on the live. Stop Hadouken. Really? Now he in there talking about Sonic Boom and shit, bruh. This is... Y'all, yes, you can come. Yes, y'all can have it. You can have it. All right, if Miss Chun Li is not on the live, we are going to go ahead and move on to the next person. Miss Ashe. Miss Ashe. Now he done went to RuPaul's Drag Race. Jesus. He done told the girl to sashay away. Lord. Up, up, up. All right, hold on, Miss Ashe. Hold on. Miss Chun Li, you and this red, my dear. Your red is telling you to stop being so overly emotional about every little thing. Everything is not about you. But the way that your power of manifestation works, if you keep making the shit about you, it's definitely going to end up being about you. And it's going to end up being about you in the worst way. Because you are not using your root chakra to be grounded and stable within your own truth. Stop putting your feet into other people's shoes, baby. If the situation did not happen to you, does not pertain to you, then I'm going to need you to go walk the other way. Because you like to step in other people's shit, and then that shit magnifies onto you as if you were the person being messy. When literally, you was just walking around the mess and just happened to step in it. Stop. You know you see that shit happening. Walk your ass around it. You know it ain't got nothing to do with you. Walk your ass around it. Stop acting like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Girl, stop. Well, you know better, you do better. And that's the thing. You know better. You know better to the point you have spirit guides that tell you. And you have the feelings that, you know what, I shouldn't, no, this ain't for me. And you still do the shit anyway. And then wonder why all the negative energies end up trying to attach themselves to you. Tisk, 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 dearie. Test, test, test. Can't do that, my love. You can't be around bad shit and you wonder why bad shit got attached to you. It was because you was around bad shit. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. If you know there are certain situations and circumstances that you don't allow or cannot be privy to because it puts you or triggers you into a place and state or being a person that you know you not, stop doing it. Stop allowing people to put you into a position that you've outgrown. There's nothing wrong with holding somebody down, but you holding them through the grave. No ma'am, no ham. You can hold them down, but don't hold them through the grave, girl. Like, damn. Stop that. If it ain't your shoe, don't wear it. Don't put it on. Don't take on none of that energy that ain't yours. So if you received the reading that I've given you, my love, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Don't send me no fucking fingers, because I'll send that shit back. Ding. I hope you got that. Miss Sashay, you and this yellow. Sashay, let me know you are on the live. And Miss Chun Li, let me know if you received the reading. Welcome again. For those of you that are new to my live, I am your two-headed conjure woman, Mama Oyela. We are doing some free void readings of some truth today. What a void reading is I tend to tap into those hidden places and spaces that you don't like to talk about. A lot of those deep-seated issues in the mindset that you don't like to talk about. That is what a void reading is. It sheds light to a lot of those doors that you like to keep closed. No, honey. No, honey. All right. Miss Ashe. That's funny. I pulled yours twice now. You in this yellow. What your yellow is telling you is starting to focus more on your solar plexus. Not only focus more on your solar plexus, but hold on. Yeah, I got some extra for that. That is the root. Here we go. Solar plexus. So, Miss Ashe, first of all, dealing with your solar plexus, one thing that you really want to talk about is what connects you to your personal power. What actually makes you feel invigorated? When is the last time that you done really been, when is the last time you done hands on your knees, shaking ass on your thought shit? All by yourself. When is the last time you done took yourself out on a date, dinner, done went, got massage, bought yourself some lingerie, and did a turn-up ritual all by yourself? Recreating, reinventing the energy that is you. Enjoying the places and spaces that you are coming into now. And literally, it's funny that you say you've been seeing yellow is because your energy card is literally talking about you focusing and developing a lot of that new creative energy, putting it forth in a new place and space. So one thing I really want you to focus on this week, when you are doing your divination, one question that I really want you to focus on, my dear, is what did you do the last time you did not get your way? And what could you have done differently? Because that question right there is going to pose out a lot of your lessons and blessings with these next couple of weeks. There are things that you have control over and there are things that you don't. So in that process, what did you do the last time you did not get your way? And what could you have done differently? That's what I want you to focus on, okay, my dear? So if you receive that reading, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Don't send me no fucking fingers. I'll send that shit back. Anyway. Ding. Let's see who we got up next. Where did it go? Crystal Valdez. Crystal, I believe that was blue I saw. I want to say that was blue. Crystal, if you still on the live, Crystal. Hello again to all of you that are just now coming in. Welcome. We are just doing community outreach and teaching today. Ding. Crystal. I sort of want to watch Daddy Long Legs now. I'm a real big person that's into like 1950s types of movies, that type of thing, yeah. I'm really big into that, yeah. Crystal, so my dear, you in this blue. What I'm seeing for you is a light blue and a dark blue. The light blue is more so of looking for the peace and the stability and chaos. And then your dark blue is more dealing towards your depression or anxiety or actually having this point of change and realization in your life. Trying to figure a way out of no way. But that also comes with you sort of focusing your energy back to yourself. What shit should you have done and what haven't you done? What shit have you done and what haven't you done? What words have you acted on and have not acted on? What promises and deals with spirit have you made that you have not carried out with? And not only that, your void card that comes to you is of orange and yellow. And with your orange and yellow card, it talks about you developing or manifesting a lot of this energy. But when you bring all of this stuff in, because you knowing how to use it, you know how to be a source to pull things in. But you with all of that fire in your belly, you tend to sort of manipulate and you burn the outer. So instead of actually rippling that energy of positivity and growth, when you ripple it, you tend to sort of become a little unstable. And that is when you start attracting negative energies and you start creating blockages. You start creating barriers. And all of this energy that you are collecting, that's why you are getting drained. You feeling dispersed. You feel like I'm putting in all this work and effort and I ain't getting nothing back. That's a big part of it. That is a big part of it. And something that I want you to think about dealing this week with that blue is, what is the best compliment someone has ever given you? And not even what is the best compliment that somebody has given you. What is the best compliment that you have given yourself?
You sexy as hell.
What?
You sexy as hell. That's my best compliment I've given myself.
I know you fucking lying. Thank you, baby. You sure right. That is the best compliment you have ever given yourself. You right. You right. Yes, I completely agree. So, that is something that I want you to sort of focus and harbor on this week. Is what is the best compliment you have given yourself? Not how many times have you torn yourself down. Not how many times have you went through the shoulda, woulda, couldas. But literally, what is the best compliment that you have given yourself? If you've received the reading that I've given you, my love, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Please don't send me no fucking fingers. You know I send that shit all the way back. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Omo Ikorita. Omo Ikorita. Omo Ikorita. Let me know you are on the live. All right, my dear. You are also seeing yellow. And with you seeing yellow, this is a time for you to really sort of focus all of that energy into this new phase of life you are growing into. You are going into. This is the chakra that sort of deals with your feelings of self-worth and integrity. And right now, I'm going to need you to stop looking like, oh my God, am I doing the right or wrong thing? Can't nobody tell you if you're doing the right or wrong thing except you. There is no manual for living your best life. There is no manual for living your worst life. There's no manual for living life. And especially with you dealing with a lot of your maiden to mother energy right now, you really need to learn to live your life like it's golden. This is the golden part of your life. And the void card that comes for you is your intuition. You are absorbing a lot of information and you are displacing and you are retaining it. You're not blocked. None of this chakra is not blocked for you at all. But as much as you are learning to build up self. You are learning to build up new information. And all of this energy that you are radiating and developing and pushing outward, my dear, these are all aspects of your new coming and becoming self. Don't push yourself. Stop looking at everybody else as, oh, well, they're ahead of me. They're doing this. They're doing that. And I feel so left behind. Baby, you're not left behind. That's the point of a spiritual journey. It's your journey. And no, I'm not overlooking you. I'm not going in any specific order, Mr. Berry Prop. But these are the people that have dropped colors in order for them to get readings. And I am just spiritually drawn to certain people. So, my love, Omo Ikorita, stop looking at everybody else's placement. You got your own journey. You got your own tribe. You got to make your own way out of no way. Remember, stop, look, and listen before you go from nowhere to now here. Grand Rising, my beloved. You made it back safely. I'm glad you made it back safely. How'd you sleep?
Horrible.
What?
I sit there and threw my bracelet at me.
What?
You threw my bracelet at me.
What bracelet?
The big white one with the circles. The spears.
Oh.
He threw it at me.
I'm pretty sure he didn't do it. Well, no, he probably did. That's to wake you up. Hello, everybody. This is my little one. This is my mini goddess. She has completed those school jars, so we will be shipping those jars today. Thank you for all of you who purchased her good grades jar. Everybody who purchased the good grades jar, she just completed those jars, so we will be shipping those jars out today.
Oh, is this a book?
No, it's a bag.
Why is it a key?
So, Miss Omo, let me know if you received the reading. They just said hi. She just waking up, y'all. Give her look. She just waking up. Look, she said, and now a message from Tokyo.
What's the point of this?
It's your chakras. You read the questions and heal from your chakras.
I feel like you and Mr. Darrell would fail this.
Yes, me and Mr. Darrell would definitely fail that. You just missed the whole introduction me and him just did on here. We did not pull a gun or a bat on each other at no point, though. That did not happen.
Ooh, you took a hat though. You have it on the wrong way.
Everybody saying, hey, Serenity.
Hi. You took your hat on the wrong way, Mom.
All right. Back to these readings.
Hey, my bracelet.
Coco Cosby. Coco Cosby. Let me know if you are on the live. Yes, Serenity. Yes. Y'all know she's homeschooled, so. You and this green, ma'am. Your heart chakra is very much open, but my dear, there is nothing wrong with telling people no. There is nothing wrong with saying the word no. There is nothing wrong with using the word no. There is nothing wrong with speaking in another language. No. You have to be the very first person to preserve your own energy. If you are not taking your own energy into accountability, if you are not taking your own self and knowing your worth, your energy and place and space and what you bring to the table, you're going to be accepting all type of fuck shit. You can't get mad when people offer you fuck shit if that's what you accepted. That's why it's okay to tell people no.
Can I get some of your morning shit?
Fuck, I was just finna say no, but yeah. Grab me one too. I was ready to say no. Damn it, I want one too. Yes. So, there's nothing wrong with telling people no. You have to realize when you are dealing with people, energies and their places and spaces and stuff, they got to be willing to give you back what you're giving. If you're going to be able to do for people, they should be able to give you that same energy back. No problem. But if you have people that are having questions, comments, and concerns about literally just helping you pay little stuff, helping you do little stuff, stop. And it's funny because your void card is your energy card. You are very much focused on yourself, but when you get into that void, when you get into that chaotic state of being in cycle after cycle after cycle, you start manifesting that energy. You start manifesting that cycle, whether it be from different people, different aspects, different planes. It starts with you. And this literally talks about all the manifestations. Whatever you are putting out there, be ready for it to come back. However it comes back. If you are not specific, it's going to come back in that non-specific way. If you're sitting here saying, oh my God, Spirit, I need money. And then literally, you get out the car and you find a penny on the ground, but you walk over it. You just walked over your blessing. You weren't specific about the money amount that you asked for. You just said you needed money. That was it. Is this peanut butter?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yup. It's actually that mixed with it.
Y'all too, stop.
Schoolwork. Is it
now
done?
I have to deal with both children of SU.
Is it done?
Yes. Y'all sure y'all want to come over, Chip? Y'all sure? You sure? Because between little Ogunda and Baba Kali over here, y'all sure?
Tastes like a peanut butter, some type of
Milkshake?
Hershey's bar.
Lord.
I should put some ice in it.
Back to you, Miss Coco. Back to you, Miss Coco. That is why you are seeing that green. Your heart chakra is very much open. You're a very much loving person. But baby, one thing you got to remember is while you out here giving love, I hope people can give you that same love back. I hope people can give you that same energy back. I hope people can give you that time spent back. Okay? Stop giving, and that goes for all of y'all. Y'all stop giving y'all energy to people that can't give it back to you. Stop giving away pieces of yourself for other people that can't give it back to you. Stop seeking love and attention from people because, oh, I'm going to help them so they're going to appreciate me and respect me and love me. No, they're not. If that is not in their DNA, if they don't even love and respect themselves to tell themselves, thank you. Thank you for not making that fucked up ass choice. We really could have been another ex-wife, but you know what? We were smart this time. If y'all can't do that to yourselves, stop expecting other people to do it too. If you don't wake up and see yourself first thing in the morning and go look at yourself in the morning and be like, girl, thank you for waking up on the other side today. We did not have to make it here, we did not have to come back to this plane. But thank you for allowing us to make it back. If that simple step of gratification to self is not happening, what makes you think somebody is going to love and respect you the way that you deserve if you're not giving yourself what you deserve? Don't worry, I'll wait. So, if you're sort of stuck in that place and state of confusion, number one, there's no such thing as you being confused when it comes to a yes or no question. It is literally, I want to do this, I don't want to do it. That's it. Either you gonna do it or you're not. That's it. Because literally, the minute you have a question, concern, or doubt in your mindset about anything, should I go to the mall? If you have to ask the question, should you don't want to go. If you're not in that mindset of, oh, I need to go do this, and you have that energy and that intent to go do it, then you don't want to do it. So why force yourself to do what you're not meant to do? Even with certain books, you may be drawn to go buy books and buying books, but for whatever reason, you don't want to read them. It may not be time for you to be on that journey just yet. But you have to give yourself time to do that. You have to give yourself time to process that. So if you receive the reading, Miss Coco, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Don't send me no fucking fingers, because I send that shit back. Period. All right. Mr. Berry Pop. Mr. Berry Pop. I believe that was a red I saw you drop. Please let me know if you are still on the live. Mr. Berry Pop. Ashe, beloved. Ashe, ashe. You already know, Miss Coco. You know. I didn't realize I low-key look like a pimp named Slickback. Okay. Didn't nobody say nothing about that. Why y'all ain't tell me I was on here looking like a pimp named Slickback?
I thought you knew that.
No! I'm stuck in my country western music phase in my head because I got the song playing in my head. And literally, I just stopped and looked for a minute and saw them. I was like, damn, why I look like...
Don't worry about it, Daddy. Don't worry about it, Daddy. Okay, Daddy.
Okay, baby.
All right, Daddy. Hit one time for me, Daddy. Oh, thank you, puppy.
You're welcome, baby. Okay. I had words. They gone now, but oh well. Brad, Mr. Pop. Mr. Prop. Braden Prop. Let me know if you are on the live, sir. Mr. Berry Prop. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you. Mr. Berry Prop. I try to dress nicely. I attempt to. Mr. Berry Prop going once. Mr. Berry Prop going twice. Miss Brianna Nicole. Miss Brianna Nicole, if you are on the live. Miss Brianna Nicole. Grand Rising Ori. Hands on my head, thank you for providing. The sun is shining. It feels good having rockets on me. 'Cause God is me. Hey, see, I can give you what you want, just not a piece of me. Oh, all right. Miss Brianna Nicole, you sing, I believe that was Purple. Yeah, that was purple. So, Miss Brianna, you see in your purple, what this is starting to tell you is You are divinely guided. You are very much divinely protected. But sometimes you don't see all of the messages. You are one of those people, did I do that? Did that really happen? Well, I'm just going to go ahead about my business and pass it off. Baby, I'm going to need you to stop that. Stop it. Stop it. You are a living portal of manifestation. Your words hold power. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Watch your words. Watch your power of manifestation. Watch the things that you say, positively and negatively. Big time. And also, something that I really want you to focus on is, Lord Jesus, stop allowing everybody to intercede on your spiritual journey. You have too many energies that are trying to sort of jump in on your bandwagon and, oh, well, no, you shouldn't do this. You should do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. I need you to jump up at some point and tell everybody to shut the fuck up. My ancestors didn't say that to me. So. And then literally sit back and be like, who gonna beat your ass? I'll wait. Because your spiritual journey is your own. Your spiritual manifestation is your own. Your spiritual powers are your own. And at the end of the day, the more that I understand that so many want to share and you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing, but your spirit, the inside, your stomach parts, your soul parts, your heart part will let you know who you gonna click with and what sources you should go to ask for divine confirmation. So one thing I want you to focus on this week with regaining some of that power and that energy is I want you to look into the mirror this week and write down, what do you see when you look into your eyes every day this week? What do you see when you look into your eyes every day this week, this coming week, or actually the next couple of days? If you can spend at least 5 minutes in the mirror just staring at yourself, even get close. Examine your skin. Examine everything. Get close. And literally start making that list of acknowledgments of what do you see when you look in your own eyes. Whether it be pain, whether it be fear, whether it be love, doubt, insecurity. Write down what you see when you look in the mirror in your own eyes. That should also help alleviate a lot of that doubt. So, my dear, if you've received the reading that I've given you, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Don't send me no fucking fingers. I'll send that shit back. Ding. So, I pray that you have received the reading for that, my love. Monsieur Marcel, if you are on the live. Monsieur Marcel, if you are on the live. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Monsieur Marcel, what I have for you, my dear, with your void card, you have a lot of energies and entities that are trying to attach themselves to you in an emotional way. You have a lot of spirits trying to attach themselves to you in an emotional way, trying to play on your feelings, trying to play on your doubts, your fears, and your worries. But one thing that I need you to understand is you having this clear line of communication is key. You making sure that you are being aware of self is key. You having that restoration of balance of self is key. And at the end of the day, you are still going to remain divinely guided and protected. But you sort of having that doubt, that fear, that worry, that struggle, I'm going to need you to change that perception and own it. You the driver of this thing. Drive this thing till the wheels fall off. You can switch any situation and circumstance around the minute you change your perception of it. Change your perspective and your perception. As above, so below. So if you receive the reading that I've given you, my dear, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Please don't send me no fucking fingers because I'll send that shit back. Ding. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you. Miss Toya. Miss Toya. Toya. If you are on the live, let me know, my dear. Miss Toya. I'll probably do maybe 2 more, you guys, and then I'm going to cut out. These last 2 will still be at random. These readings are all at random. There is no specific order. Going once. Miss Toya going twice. So, again, you guys, thank y'all for checking with me and chilling with me this morning. Like I said, I'm going to do 2 more of these and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it out because, you know, I done did my little morning rant and rave. I done said enough. We done did enough. We done cried, got ass whoopings and all type of shit. We done seen hoes and poes, all gats and bats, okay? Lord Jesus. We done seen hoes and gats and bats all in one reading session. Yes, we sure have. We sure have. All right.
Someone who 24/7 is talking about her son's medically fragile condition. Even if she were talking about it 24/7, so what?
Yeah, we be having a hell of a reading session. Hoes and poes and gats and bats. Yeah, you know. You never know what you gonna find on this live. Oh, 33. Miss Nita, Miss Latoya, Miss Toya. My dear, whenever you ready for this one-on-one session of your elevation and starting your lineage and starting to take control of your life, whenever you are ready to become that mother and finish the healing ritual, just know you have a place at our table. Those of you that are tribe mothers or elder mothers, and those of you that are the barons of tribe, you already know. When we see one of our own, we love our own. And Miss Toya, you've been ready for this spot for a long time, but I'm going to need you to stop pussyfooting on your journey and come on to the room. Oh, come on to the room. And that's the thing about a leader. None of us was actually wanted to lead. None of us actually chose to lead. None of us wanted to be in this shit at all. But at the end of the day, we ended up developing a sisterhood. We ended up developing a brotherhood. We ended up convening a family and a tribe. So whenever you were ready to step out on your own 2 feet and to start that lineage and to start that path of your life, you know where to find me. That's really what your white talks about. It's time for you to go ahead and become that initiate. It's time for you to go ahead and start laying claim to that divine right. Especially when your ancestors and your spirit guides are all in agreement for this elevation of self. It's time, boo. Stop holding yourself back with, oh my God, what if this happened? What if that happened? Girl, look, the worst thing that done happened to us is we've been dead and had to come back and do the shit again. I'm sorry, that's worse than any whooping, any ass whooping, anything else. Is when you have to die and come back and do it all over. That's worse. That's worse. Way worse. Not worse. voice. You can't keep running from things that your ancestors have given you. And that goes for a lot of you young men and women. It's men on here that are being called to be shamans, that are called to be healers, that are called to be kings and divine protectors. It's a man on here who ain't even watching it live, but his wife or his connection is on here watching it. These are all people that are called to be in divine places and spaces. Excuse me. But you guys have to be ready for that. And I'm sorry, women, you can't push no man to be something that he's not ready to be. He got his own demons to fight. And if he's not ready to deal with them demons, he damn sure ain't ready to deal with your demonic ass. So stop. But those of you who are feminine and spiritually in tune, divine and aware, stop playing with your spiritual journey before your spirits take back everything they just gave you. Stop playing with them before your spirits take back everything they just gave you. So if you've received the reading, my love, send me a smiley face or a heart or a thumbs up. Don't send me no fucking fingers. I'll send that shit back. Hold on, you guys. I think we have a guest. Who wants to join us on the live today. I only got 2 more readings, y'all. I only got 2 more. I think we have someone that may want to join us on the live. Hold on, let me see. Go ahead and inbox me, Toya. I got you. Got you, girl. We had a request to join. I don't know if she'll accept or not. All right. Hello there, ma'am.
I'm hiding
Where's you hiding?
because I look crazy right now. I just woke up.
Look, first thing in the morning, you're supposed to look crazy. You're supposed to look refreshed. That might look crazy to some people.
I was up until about 3 this morning. My daughter was braiding my hair.
Oh. Well, thank you for joining the live session with me today. What's on your mind?
I follow you. I watch you, and I just wanted to join. I felt it. I felt it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you. And for those of y'all who don't know, yes, y'all can request to join me on the live. I have no problem with that. I'm not one of them people that's, oh, I don't know you, don't. A lot of people have questions, comments, and concerns, and this would be the best way to get those answered.
But I feel like I know you.
You said you feel like you know me?
Mm-hmm.
It's that old familiar, like great grandma spirit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just that big good. Come on, come on, baby, give me a hug. Just come on, bring it in. Come on. Yes, baby. Yes. Those are the type of women that I was sort of raised with. Those were my grandmas. Those were my great grandmas, and I was actually very, very privileged and honored and blessed to have spent some type of life with them all.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that I've learned, everything that I know comes from all of those people. So that's a big part of it. So how can I help you? What questions you got for me? What we want to talk about?
I think I have.
What we finna talk about, good?
Well, I'm not gonna even say I think. I know I have gifts, but for some reason, it's like what I've been trying to do is I feel like I'm blocked. I'm trying to remember past lives and those things, but I think I'm blocked. I don't know why.
Well, let me tell you right now, you have a very predominant European ancestor that don't want you knowing shit because they've sort of been living off of that downfall of your ancestry. So the more that you stay in some type of turmoil, and if you are looking or seeking for that way out, they're going to put a block up.
So until you sit down and dig that ancestor out, and like I tell my students, either you're going to become bigger than that demon or that spirit and that energy, or you're not. Either you're going to have to bring them to the table and be like, look here, I get that you may not like the fact that I am Black or that I may have African ancestry, but you are within my DNA, and we either going to have to make peace or I am going to have to release you. And what that does is that literally lets them know that, hey, they could end up being banished. If there are no other relatives that are willing to accept or listen to them, they can end up being banished and being lost in between that realm into the realm of what we call the forgotten. That's when don't nobody know you. You can't even reincarnate because they wouldn't know you to reincarnate you.
Oh, wow.
So when it comes to that aspect of it, that is why it is important to learn yourself, know yourself, and heal yourself for self, so you can pinpoint a lot of these ancestors.
And I've been doing that.
Sometimes people swear up and down that it be people coming after them, and I'm like, no, it ain't other people. It be people in your DNA. It be people in your DNA, and if you're not in tune with your spirits or your ancestors, they'll never be like, it's me. Right. I'm doing it. Because you're not ready to deal with that aspect yet. If you still have that idea that spirituality is love and light and, well, I'm healing. You got to remember, when you are trying to do any type of healing, you are going into a realm and a place and space, and you are declaring a war. You now don't have to just fight for your soul back, but you have to fight for those generations of ancestors as well, that may have been raised by a lot of these spirits. For instance, alcoholism. The spirit of alcoholism, that is a real spirit. Now, that may have been a negative spirit to you because you've seen the negative effects, but now think about the person who was raised with that spirit. Right. They were raised with having gin, when they were kids. They were raised with sips of this and that. Then as they grew older, they started sneaking these drinks. That spirit was not an evil spirit to them. You get what I mean? That ended up becoming their best friend, they go-to homie. And now that spirit has been passed down generation to generation to generation until it met you. And you're the person that's like, I don't do that drinking shit. I done seen all of that. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no butterscotch, no gin. No, I'm cool.
Yep, that's true.
And now they get to the point of, bitch, who is you? Who taught this? Who brought them here? Now you got to go to war.
Oh, Lord.
Because your ancestors have made a place and space that was very comfortable for so long. And now they realize that it's not elevating the bloodline. The bloodline is becoming less and less and less and less. So now this is the SOS. So now you are being chosen to be the gladiator. And you like, hold the fuck on. Wait, I just got here. You want me to do what? That's where the healing and everything and paying attention to self really comes into play with blockages. All ancestors ain't good ancestors.
Right.
That's a big, big, big part of knowing yourself, learning yourself, and healing yourself for self. Because at the end of the day, it's never just for yourself. It's either for those that are coming before you or those coming after you.
I've been doing the work.
Keep going. Don't stop. It gets deeper than that. You have to go back through the history. You have to go back through how they got here, what traumas may have been when they got here. What traumas did the history leave behind from the places they came from?
Mm.
You got to think, rape and molestation didn't just start in slavery here in America. That's been multiple places.
Mm.
Go back to the sub-Saharan slave trade. Go back to the French colonization of West Africa. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
When you start going back through these different aspects, you realize it's not just those that were here in America. It's not just your mom, your dad, your grandma. You have to go back 13 generations. That's a lot.
Mm. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Anytime. And thank you for joining me. Thank you, thank you. Y'all are more than welcome to do this anytime.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, I'll release it.
You good, you good. All right. So thank you, ma'am, for joining. Thank you, thank you. So yes, y'all, do's that. Be's on that. Be with that. So thank you, Mr. Rupert. Anytime, 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 love. Anytime, anytime, anytime. So thank you guys for joining me for the live. Thank you guys for trusting me with your energy. Hold on 1 second. We got one more person. Hold on, y'all. We got one more person. No problem. Anytime, Miss Wallace. Anytime. Anytime. Anytime, you guys. For those of you that are still looking for a stable tribe or a stable group, try Tribe of Tranquil Truths. 333. You know, we ain't exciting people, but at least we know what we talking about half the time. You know, that does happen. So, with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna finish up this blunt. I'm gonna go back to making the rest of these altar boxes and updating my website. I am back open for business. I am doing waist beads. And y'all know I don't do just regular waist beads, so don't come at me like that. All of my spiritual talisman comes with readings. I will not make you any spiritual jewelry until I give you a reading for your spiritual jewelry. Your spiritual jewelry is customly made to you. If you would like altar pieces, altar work done, let me know. Your altar work, herbs, candle work, whatever rituals you need are specifically for you. Not for you to share with the community, specifically for you. So again, I am back open for business. My readings are back open. My website has been and is still being updated, but most of my things are up. So again, everything is back open. We back flowing. Hold on, you guys. One more.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I've never been on your live, so I came on your live, Nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm digging that head though.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yes. What's on your mind?
Man, I need to do what you're doing. I'm
Mm.
just, I say, I like her energy, I don't come on live often, but she may have a message, she may not. Just go with the flow. That's what I'm here for. So yeah. But I mean, so yeah, I guess it's, yeah, I got stuff on my mind, going like that. Like so but I think it's more so with my throat chakra becoming unblocked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with old energy.
Go
With
ahead.
yeah, you know how that is.
Even with your throat chakra becoming unblocked during all this energy and stuff, one thing I will tell you though is be careful.
Be careful.
Be careful.
I think it's just matters of the heart, though. You know what I'm saying? And then people dealing with the emotional side.
Yeah, but the crime. I'm gonna say this: when people are running off of their energetic motions are chemical imbalances of the brain. So if you're not aware that at this point in time you're being triggered into a chemical imbalance, you're not aware of your energetic motion, meaning you're gonna put some energy and shit into motion you ain't really trying to do.
Right.
And before you get to stop all of that, it's gone. It's out there. And it literally starts with just the simplest thing. It starts with the first thought process of, I be damned. Now think of your words that you just sat there and said. Life and
Right.
death is in the power of the tongue. And now you put that energy and intent behind them words. I'll be damned. So now what's going to happen for the rest of the day? Fuck shit.
Right. Right. Yeah, I agree with the masters of, you got to be impeccable. You know what I'm saying? I believe that shit, and you got to be spot on with what you need. And I've been living in those agreements and those with the older frequencies, which I used to dwell.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to come back, to communicate on their level.
But that's not, how, and see, I get what you're saying. When people are pulling at your energy and they want you to, like you said, come down and communicate on that level, that's when you have to know your limits. You got to know yourself. You got to know your boundaries. You got to know what you can and cannot do. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to know how you can and cannot move forward. There are certain people placed in the aspects that you will be able to fuck with. But there are some that you just like, you know what? I can't. Just like, for instance, when people are going through their religious journey or their spiritual journey and they're being shown Ifa, 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 but they have an interest in hoodoo or the fact that they have an interest in their Christianity as well. You have to remember, you got to give respect to all ancestors. You have to give respect to all aspects of self. The minute that you decide to cut yourself short, the minute that you decide, well, I'm just going to choose this and bump everything else, now you are sort of low. No, it ain't even low key. You disrespecting the rest of your ancestors now.
Right, right.
You're
right.
disrespecting all of the other people, places, and events that had to happen to get you here right now.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
people decide they're not open to that, when they are not open to that, they're not open from hearing another perspective and growing, they want to bring you back down to a place and space of understanding. Meaning they're going to bring you down under where you've been.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If your level of understanding of self, of growth and development has been on one level, but now you're back around energies and places and spaces that aren't on that same level, they're going to want to conjure you back down. But that comes into play with you really knowing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be that person to go back and want to snap back and want to react and want to argue and want to fuss and fight and want to come? Or are you going to be that person that literally is namaste, but no, I'm gonna stay over here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because, I would say it's definitely the, like you say, the energetic, you know what I'm saying? It's the inside. It's not, may not be who the person is and the greater value of them, but, like, it ain't even, it's energy, you know what I'm saying? And so I stick to myself, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I used to be afraid of my throat chakra. You know what I'm
Of your
saying?
what?
My throat chakra, of my
Why?
power, of my tongue. I used to be afraid of that shit.
You gotta
And when I
own that, baby.
and
You
when I
better own
became
all of that.
when I became a spiritual drummer, and I went
Ooh, hold on.
and
Stop.
hold on, hold on, hold
Wait,
on,
stop.
hold
You
on,
said spiritual drummer.
hold
Mm-mm.
on, hold on,
It's
baby.
over with.
Look. There was so much lightning in the sky, right? And I went home, and I was an artist. I'm still an artist. I make music. Man, I went home and my computer had been struck. And I've been making music again for about 4 months. I'm back, and so I've been quiet for a minute in my music. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And so, like, and then so when some of the old, like, it's random on some of the selections that was able to be recovered from my music, you know what I'm saying? And then I realized I spoke about all of these things before they happened. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to, like you say, death and life is in the power of your tongue. And I'm not one to push away anything that I was taught in my past. So, like, just being able to rectify with myself and being able to say, hey, the imagery that you create was of your old understanding, but the power that you create is of a new
Is of your
understanding.
new. Yes, there you go. Yes, yes, yes. And I wish people could really get that mindset more. It's the same way with your name. If you are still using the old name that like your parents and them gave you or whatever the case may be, you gonna be triggered every time somebody call your fucking name. But if you have not developed that growth, that energy, and the power into the place and the name that you are now, like with me and my tribe and my godchildren, those that decided they either wanted to join my tribe or they've gotten to that point in their own journey, their spirit guides was like, they can no longer be called by that name. They have to grow into another place. You
Right.
own that shit. So literally, you can't keep going by the same aspects of past. You can't keep going by that same shit if you've been elevated within self. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When you know better, you do better.
Right.
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
yeah, it took me to have to just sit down and just drum, because that's all I had for a minute. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get it. And that was your
Me picking up
communication
that
right
drum
there.
changed my
I don't
whole
have to tell you
path.
all of the details. I'm pretty sure you know what I know. So we don't have to go into details about that. You
Right.
know what I know. That's why I know you're on this live. But anyway, yeah, you had to get that out.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. She said
So
it's time for me to go get my drum. You all better stop.
right. I'm gonna have to post the song the song that I made this week. I'm gonna have to post it online and I'll share it. But I'm gonna have to make sure I post it. Go ahead and share, because I had to learn that, because a lot, whatever I didn't post, I lost. You know what I'm saying? But when my computer was struck, you know what I'm saying? And it was just so crazy, because when I finally got my stuff replaced, well, the way it happened was I got another computer. I tell them, okay, transfer all of that over. I'm gonna pay you extra money. They didn't transfer. They had transferred like 20 songs out of 300, and then they threw my other computer away. So when I came to pick up the new computer, I'm like, where my old I'm at? Man, it was just crazy. And I said, oh. And then they say, oh, well, you're not going to get your money back, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh. I stood still for a second because I said, oh, this is all deja vu. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've
Exactly.
seen this,
How
all of
they
this
didn't
before.
move it, it
And
served
so,
its purpose. It's time to
so,
elevate. They was like, "Ooh, thank you for the offering." Yoink.
so I was like, you know, I said, look, mine had an old value. This
Yes,
is
it's
how much
time for
it's
that
worth. They said, how much
elevation.
do you
It's
think
time
it's
to
worth?
level up.
They said, how much do you think it's worth? And I wanted to say 200 at the condition. But Spirit say, no, you say 300. So I say 300.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And my homegirl, she was like, you know, she looked at me crazy, but she stood with me. And so I was like, look, give me my computer. This one y'all tried to
Look,
replace
y'all
it with.
didn't know me and
And
my
this
tribe. Don't
laptop.
be laughing. Y'all know my holy shout dance, okay? Don't be laughing at me. Man, your business.
Yeah,
We talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need this, and this, and you can't charge me for this service because you did it incorrectly. You know, I was just able to stand in my truth. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
yeah, so I got a whole free computer with that.
See, and this is what I be telling y'all. Get out y'all own way sometimes. Stop looking for the who, what, when, where, and why. And sometimes just let it be what it is. Accept it for what it is. Let it go for what it is. At the end of the day, all that energy of manifestation. She said, E. coli, E. Shut about that Honda and road your boat. Yes, Lord. Anyway. But when you are putting in that energy and that time and you are not worried about materialistic stuff, because I am that I am. She is me. I am her. We are thee. You get what I'm saying? I am me. When you understand all of that, it ain't really nothing you worried about when you, oh, well, shit, you know, it is what it is. Thank you. Straight like that. Straight like that.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah.
see,
And I'm being salty for not doing the same. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be a monster before I tapped into my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I had to tap in because I realized shit was coming to pass that I'd already said, you know?
exactly.
So
And it
I
was
had to
coming
make,
fast. It was coming
yeah,
exponentially fast. And it was like,
right.
wait, whoa, 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 whoa. While everybody else still trying to play the catch-up game, we sitting here like, stop, stop, stop.
Right, right. And so, yeah, so those triggers, man, you know what I'm saying? It's something I'm gonna talk to you about in private, but yeah, them triggers. And then they only target the powerful ones.
Yes, when you do not deal with those demons, when you do not deal with those energies and those spirits to either work for you or against you, they be like, oh, you thought you was Billy Badass. Watch this.
Man. When we get
Oh,
off this live,
snap.
I'm gonna hit your ass up. You hear me? Shit, if only you knew the severity.
Boy.
If only you knew the severity, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? At the beginning of my spiritual journey, like I would say like when I first started making jewelry, um, I don't know, I was tried, you know, by the police. Right? That was, I want to say, probably 5-6 years ago. All right. So full circle. Now, when that shit happened, I don't know. There was 2 police officers. And you know what I'm saying? I remember his name. I remember the problem's name. You know what I'm saying? But he came up from behind me and he grabbed my heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? It was early in the morning. I could tell you about this situation over here. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because it was a rock that I found, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was cosmic, you know what I'm saying? And like I had just started making jewelry, like just doing it, you know what I'm saying? He wanted my rock, and I didn't know that at the time. You know, I feel my heart tingling saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so like I see a hand coming around me, and he grabs it. Next thing you know, I pick his ass up. And then I don't know, I see the other motherfucker running. I picked both of the men up and I threw them onto the cart. And then I said, oh, I was so, I think that's what sent me inside of myself at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because of that energy that swiftly, you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I tapped back out, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, whoa, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa.
I know when shit happened, you be like, oh, did I do? I did not. But see, that goes back into what I was talking about again. You got to tap into your DNA. You don't know what will trigger you into what.
Right.
With you having that Amazonian DNA, with you having that tribal DNA, it was you. All of this cosmic shit that's going on is triggering people into primal instincts. So you were in that mindset of, oh, I'm defenseless, I'm this, that, and the third. You were already a warrior. You were already a leader. You were already all of this in the past. So it was just like, okay, game on.
Get with it. So man, that shit was crazy. So, I finally was like, yo, look. And all I had that morning was coffee. You know what I'm saying? So after all of that, I threw up. You know what I'm saying? I threw up my coffee. You know what I'm saying? And then what? So then
Now, for those of you that know that face, y'all know why I just made that face. She said, what? She said, Mama, your face is making a face.
What was the face? What's the face?
You mean to tell me you drunk coffee that morning, right?
Yeah.
And then this event happened after.
No, after the event happened.
That's what happened after.
After they touched me, after they put their, you know what I'm saying, and we had all of that. After I threw up.
So how long have you been getting mounted?
So that was my very first knowing, but I didn't know I was mounted until years later. And so I get in the car. They got my necklace. They say, so you telling me I'm in the back of the police car. They say they
tapped my necklace. You know what? Hold on.
They tapped my necklace on the window 3 times. They say, so hold on, listen.
Hold on. No, hold on. Cause see, I'm hearing what I'm hearing and I know what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna call you personally.
I'm
gonna call you personally.
All right.
So you guys, thank you all for joining my live today. Y'all already know my motto. Namaste, you guys, but no, I'm gonna say over her.